Now, for all of us who are addicted to aquariums, I'm sure you've told people that it's okay because aquariums are relaxing, but is that true? Hey everyone, this is DW's Darius, and right now you're looking at my 210 gallon aquarium. So with this tank, anybody can come to my house. If you sit in front of this tank, you're definitely going to be relaxed. However, is that the case with me myself, the fish keeper? You know, I have this aquarium, I have my whole fish room, all these aquariums, and I have so much responsibility. I have to worry about keeping my water healthy for my fish. I have to worry about keeping my fish inside the tanks from killing each other. I have to worry about just feeding my fish the right diet, raising them correctly. And you know, I have so much to worry about, so many things to stress over. And do I really find relaxation from my aquariums? Now, after a long day of just really sitting down and thinking about this, I was able to conclude that there are some things in my aquariums, if I pay attention to, it's going to stress me out, no doubt about it. While at the same time, there are certain things in my aquariums, when I pay attention to it, it's going to definitely relieve my stress. It's definitely going to be relaxing. Today, I want to point out those things that are relaxing, those things in my aquariums that no matter how bad my day is, I could come and look at these things in my aquariums and I can feel relaxed. So this is going to be 5 tips, 5 points, I don't know what you want to call it, 5 things in my aquariums that you should add to your tanks because it's definitely going to make your aquarium more relaxing. So the first thing you want to have in your aquariums to find more relaxation is movement. You want your fish to actually swim around. I find that this tank, which is my most active aquarium, is definitely the most just easiest to look at. I can actually look at this tank for hours because there's so much going on, and it helps to have these fish that just naturally like to swim, like my tinfoil eubarbs and the bollard sharks and the silver dollars. These fish naturally just are swimming fish compared to the cichlids that are more stationary. However, because these guys swim around a lot, it encourages the cichlids to swim around also. But the fact of the matter is that because this tank has so much movement, I could just watch it for so long and definitely feel relaxed. Now, out of all my aquariums, this one is probably the most active. After this, my 75 gallon goldfish aquarium. Goldfish, these fish don't stop moving, and that movement is just absolutely amazing. Besides that, I also have my 55 gallon aquarium with my convicts. Surprisingly, these baby convicts, they move non-stop. They're young, they're trying to grow, and they're just non-stop looking for food. So these little guys, as they search for food, definitely a very relaxing aquarium to watch. And most recently in my 125 gallon aquarium, I put my pair of convicts in that tank. Since they've been added to that tank, the activity level in that tank has been going up, and those convicts are non-stop movement. And basically, movement in your aquariums is what you want. You want fish that's going to move. You want fish that's going to swim. And no doubt from my experience, that movement is very soothing. The next thing you want to have in your aquarium to make it more relaxing is color. Now, all my fish have potential of showing great colors. Every now and then, they all show awesome colors. But you want a fish that's going to consistently show color. And for me, I only have one fish that's always on fire. One fish that's always showing great color. And it is this guy right here. So right there on the bottom, we have my Geophagus brasiliensis, also called the pearl scale cichlid. And look at him being chased by the convict. he's being chased, and yet he's still showing such a beautiful blue color. So this guy, always on fire. I could come no matter what time of the day, no matter what day of the week I come, and this fish is just always looking awesome. And that's another thing that's just very relaxing about this aquarium. That one fish, I could be having a bad day again, come home, and I'm just in awe. Look how beautiful that guy is. So yeah, like I said, as of now, he's my only fish that shows that consistent on fire type of color. I have a bunch of different fish that has the potential of showing color, like right now the Jack Dempsey isn't looking too bad, but he's not consistent. You want consistency, and when you have a fish that's always on fire, no doubt he definitely is very relaxing to look at. Another thing that you can add to your aquarium to make it a little bit more relaxing is flow. So I know that a lot of times when I go feed my 350 gallon aquarium, I can't even put the food in because I'm just mesmerized by the movement of the water. Definitely relaxing for me. Same thing in my 210 gallon aquarium, that flow. These are my only two tanks that have a lot of flow, and just that flow is very amazing. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's tied to my first reason, which was movement, just the movement of the water. But I know that the flow in these aquariums is very relaxing. Not to mention that it's very helpful for the fish because it helps with the gas exchange and provides more oxygen in the water. But that flow is like having a river in your fish tank. So that's another small way to just make more relaxation come from your aquarium. Another way to get more relaxation from your tanks is just by having a peaceful aquarium. And no doubt this is a big one because it's the lack of peace that causes most of our stress as fish keepers, especially us who keep aggressive fish like these cichlids. Having to worry about them getting along, them killing each other, that definitely is very stressful. And that's currently why my 350 is not my favorite tank, because my peacock bass, they're fighting each other, and there's just a lot of stress in that tank, not only for the fish because they're fighting each other, but also for me because I'm trying to balance everything. So definitely, if you can bring peace to your aquarium, you're definitely going to enjoy it more and just find more relaxation from it. Now, this tank that you're looking at, I definitely have a lot of peace in this aquarium, a lot of relaxation, because even though these fish are reputable, like right here I have a male jaguar, he's not as bad because this tank is overstocked. He has a lot of fish to focus on or to spread out his aggression on, so it's really not as bad as it could be. Of course, it's not completely peaceful, but when you consider that I have all these cichlids in the tank, it's definitely not bad. So because of that, this tank is very relaxing. Along with this, I also have my goldfish tank that's very relaxing, and no need for explanation. Goldfish are just peaceful fish. And other than that, my 55-gallon convict grow out aquarium, this tank is also kind of peaceful, surprisingly, because I purposely added a fish to eat these convicts, my Jaguar Dovite hybrid, and instead of eating them, he's actually decided to be their king and to reign over them. So he's like not fighting them, he's just being their boss, and it's kind of balanced. So it's pretty cool to watch all these fish in this tank. Maybe because it's overstocked, it helps as well, but with this tank, not a lot of aggression, it's pretty peaceful, and because of that, it's pretty relaxing. So once again, a big one. If you want more relaxation from your aquariums, try your best to create a peaceful environment. And the final thing you could do in your aquarium to just make it a little bit more relaxing is just to create a natural scene. So I find that when you have a natural aquascape, it's just more relaxing in my experience. So with my 350-gallon aquarium, because I have all these river rocks and the wood and the placement of everything, definitely the scene is just very relaxing to watch. And besides this, the only other tank that kind of has a decent natural scene, in my opinion, is once again my 55-gallon convict aquarium. The way I escaped this tank, maybe it's not the most natural setup you'll find in the wild, but the diversity for this small aquarium, it's just relaxing for me. So if you could create a natural scene in your aquarium, for me it's a natural scene. Maybe you have a different opinion, but if you could just, the scenery in your aquarium, aquascape your tank to your own liking. And if you have a nice aquascape in your opinion, it's definitely going to be a more relaxing aquarium. So yeah, those are my top ways to get more relaxation from your aquariums, because once again, honestly, as fish keepers, it's not an easy job. We have to keep these fish coexisting in these aquariums without killing each other. We have to keep just the water quality good for them. And I know many of us do have multiple aquariums, so that means the stress load from these tanks is just multiplied. So I do find that when you have these things in your aquariums, you definitely get more relaxation. Now you don't have to have all these things that I listed, all 5 of them, but of course the more you have, the better. In my tanks I don't have any of them that have all 5, but I'm definitely striving to get all 5, because if you could get all 5, you're definitely going to have just a completely amazing tank to watch. And with that said, we'll wrap up the video with a quick feed in, because these guys didn't eat yet, and that's the reason why this jaguar is just right here getting a little aggravated because he didn't eat yet. Normally he's to himself, but he's front and center because he's hungry. So yeah, I'm going to feed him. Now I am using a new camera and I'm just testing it out, and this camera is good for slow motion, so I'm going to do a slow motion feed in. So yeah, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you're able to make your aquariums more relaxing, and if you know any ways to increase the relaxation on your aquariums that I didn't mention, let me know in the comment section below, and enjoy.